excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Kicks empty.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Connect, and it's Teague in at the point. And for Toronto, we've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Hayes, and it's Chandler in at the 3. All right, Clark, a decent chunk into the season now. At what point are you starting to feel the aches and pains?
Well, let me think about that. It all depends, B.A., on your service time in the league. How many miles do you have on your wheels? For older guys, it only takes a few games. For the younger guys, they're on autopilot, and they just go, go, go.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And here's Teague. Here's primetime. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Pass to Barnes. Hayes with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. And so here is Toronto. Dick, the pass to Chandler. Over Connect. It's rebounded by Primetime. Williamson inside. Davis a screen. Here's Primetime. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Williamson. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Outside T, lets it go from deep. Rebound Toronto. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Now here's Teague. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And that one's good. Williamson's got his second basket on the night.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Pass to Hall. Dick with it. Into the lane. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Teague, the pass to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hits the trifecta. Prime time's got 6.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
Barnes goes in. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
The Lakers lead by 3. Williamson outside. Back to T. Pass to connect. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Toronto. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
I mean, what a stunner. They came into the game confident, looked like they had it pretty much in hand, and then the wheels fell off there in the 4th.
Now here's Hayes. He's scoreless. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the inside. The ball's knocked loose. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And Toronto has possession. Teague, the pass to Primetime. Here's Davis. The rebound by Hall.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Oh, it's stolen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Woo!
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 5. Pass to Chandler. Now here's Barnes. Hayes with it. Checked by T. 4 on the clock. Here's Dick. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Williamson finds Teague. Here's Primetime. Now Davis. He's defended by Hayes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
And he knocks down the first one. Dunn, he's checked in for Chandler. Bledsoe, he's checked in for the Lakers. No good on the second free throw. Williamson misses. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Hayes. It's rebounded by Primetime. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Davis. Here's prime time. Davis a screen. The three is up. Prime time. Can't get it to go. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Hayes inside. He's covered by Bledsoe. Dunn outside. Here's Dick. And the layup is good off the glass. Dick's got his second basket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to connect. And here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
So it's Toronto now, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Barnes. Now here's Hayes. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark. Here's Connect. Yet to see a basket. Up and over Dunn. The bank shot, no good. Raptors trail by 6. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. The Lakers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's prime time, defended by Dunn. And prime time gets it to go. Prime time's got 10.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Hall. There's the three. The shot off that time.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And prime time gets it to go.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Barnes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And the first one at the line is good. Banton, he's checked in for the Lakers. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Los Angeles leading by 9. Fires from deep. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Passes to Hall. Now Hayes. Pass to Dunn. From downtown. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Primetime passes to Williamson. He got a piece of it. 3 on 3. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
And so he makes both from the line.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He picked up 49 points, and he also dominated the glass. No surprises there. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's primetime. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And what hustle from Zion right there. Just outworking everyone on the offensive boards.
And so here is Toronto. 9-point game. Here's Walter. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Left side, Dick. Here's Walter. Here's the three. It's rebounded by primetime.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that one's good. Williamson.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Walter. 1:49 left to play in the first. And it's Williamson with the ball for Los Angeles. They lead by 11. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Here's Walter. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Drops in the three. Walters has got 6.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Then passes to primetime. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Raptors trail by 10. Now here's Dunn. 11 points for him last game against Miami.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort.
Dick with a miss.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Bledsoe outside. Batten on the wing. 19-footer. And no good, trying to use the glass.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's Pirtle. And Davis with the block.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Seconds left in the first quarter here. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Evans. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter up 10. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Walter, and it's Pirtle in at center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Chandler. 11 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the...
Wing shot on the way, and the shot goes in. Bledsoe's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Evans. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Man, what a pass that was there.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Outside T. Pass to Primetime. Puts it up. And it falls all over the rim and in. Primetime's got 16 points now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Barnes. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Lakers lead by 11. Now T. No points yet. Here's Primetime. Hartenstein finds Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up, high post. Rebound by the Raptors.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Barnes drives in. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Lakers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Yep, that one goes. Primetime's got 4 points in the quarter.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. He goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clock at 6. Here's Caffey. Checked by T. Caffey can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Primetime can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 15. The three from Barnes. Counted from distance. Barnes has got his third bucket of the night.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Has to connect. Here's Primetime. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. Knocks down the triple. Bledsoe's got 7.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Primetime's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Bledsoe. He's guarded by Barnes. Pass to Primetime. Back to Bledsoe. Up top, Hartenstein. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Primetime. That's good on the jumper. Primetime's got 22 points. Raptors trail by 17. Dunn outside. Back to Barnes. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Connect. The three. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Caffey. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. The Lakers call timeout. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
So both teams making some changes here. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. Number 1, Los Angeles.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Picked by Williamson. And he's going for the lob. And Williamson throws it down.
Rolling with purpose after setting the pick. Zion's terrific at recognizing how to score in these sets.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 17. And here's Hayes. 8 points in his last timeout. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside T. Pass to Williamson. Here's Primetime. Sinks it from distance. Primetime's got 11 points in the quarter.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Barnes. Back to Hayes. Barnes with a screen on Teague. Hayes for 3. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's stolen by Barnes. Dick, the pass to Hall. These are his first free throws of the game.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis comes in for Hartenstein. And Connect subbed in for Bledsoe. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Outside Teague. Over Hayes. And it's Teague missing.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside Dick. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
The first one falls.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Trying their best to catch up. Can't fault their performance from the line, especially this quarter.
Hayes against Teague. Pass to Primetime for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Primetime's got 28 points for the game. Hayes, the pass to Barnes. Here's Chandler. Fires the 3. Gets the three to fall. Dick's got 11 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Fourth in opponent points per game. And they're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Top 10 in the NBA on the boards. Their bigs have used their length to seal the glass.
And their ability to hold down the score against opponents means they don't have to enter desperation mode offensively very often. That's a big plus. Dick with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Here's Barnes. Up and in on the layup. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Davis with a screen on Hayes. Teague against Hayes. Teague, the pass to Davis. 5 to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, when trying to defend Davis, the combination of size and quickness he has is a problem. Hard not to foul him.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First free throw is good. That one misses.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Barnes, it's good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Puts the move on. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Los Angeles in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Checking out Los Angeles. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I got to say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Lakers.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Raptors trail by 13. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Connect, Zion Williamson out there with Anthony Davis. And it's prime time in at the 2-guard spot. Dick with a miss.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Davis making the defense pay.
Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Hayes. Back to Barnes. Outside Dick. Back to Barnes. Lets the three fly. The Lakers with a rebound. Primetime's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The shake. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Out to the wing. Hayes, the pass to Hall. Outside Dick. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. Here's T. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Davis. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Raptors trail by 14. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Barnes. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Teague against Hayes. Pass to Connect. Here's Primetime. Rebound by Hall.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And again, Toronto, no good. The Lakers lead by 12. Here's Primetime. He's got 32 points. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Primetime's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to Hall. Back to Hayes. Here's Chandler. There's the triple. And the Raptors miss again.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Raptors trail by 16. A three from Barnes. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Williamson. So good down low. Williamson.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Now here's Hayes. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Dick, the pass to Hayes. The three is up. Rebound, the Lakers. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Here's primetime. The rebound by Hall.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Takes the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Primetime's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Primetime's got 38 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Dick. 4-3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Here's primetime. He's got 38. Davis a screen. There's the drive. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hall. Checked by Davis. Dick gets the bucket.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Pass to Connect. To the middle. And the layup falls. Connect's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dick, the pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to Barnes. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And there it is for him.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Back to Barnes. Outside Dick. Pass to Hall. Outside Barnes. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Davis a screen. Here's Primetime. High post Davis. Here's Primetime. Crafty move. Driving inside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Primetime's got 40 points. Pass to Hayes. Outside Dick. Here's Chandler. That 3's off the mark.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Bledsoe, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Dunn. Back to Dick. Here's Evans. He's got 5. Dick with it. Here's Chandler. He buries it from 3. Chandler's got 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Hall. Dunn outside. To the right side. Chandler the pass to Dunn. Off the mark there with a 3. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Back to Bledsoe. Here's Connect. Bledsoe outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound Toronto. Dunn left side. Tipped away. Stolen by Bledsoe. And they're on the break. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Chandler. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Toronto making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Lakers lead by 16. Primetime passes to Williamson. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Chandler. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Down low. And Davis slams it home. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Chandler the pass to Dick. And here's Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Williamson. Evans, that's good. Evans has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Primetime. He's got 44. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You're hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Lakers also making a change. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. He does not get the second one. Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Walter. Here's Evans. Now Pirtle. Here's Walter. Give him 8. Let's go with a 3. And Bledsoe pulls it down.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bledsoe's got 10.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Pass to Dick. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Primetime's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Williamson passes to Primetime. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Walter from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound on this one. Right side Dick. And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 21. Pass to Primetime. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Connect. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Williamson. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. The Raptors shooting 35% so far in this one. Here's Walter. Give him 8. Fades back. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter. Now Williamson. 13 points in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Hurdle with some nice D. Done right side. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And the free throw, no good. Here's the break. Here's Primetime. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Los Angeles leading by 17. We've got Jakob Poeltl, and it's done in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside T. Shoots over Walter. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy. Pass to Bird. Goes up at the elbow. It's rebounded by Primetime.
And that's not the look they wanted. The defender was right there.
Now here's Hartenstein. From deep. Walter pulls it in. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter to the paint. Tries a three off the inbound. Evans, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Primetime. Pass to T. Here's Primetime. Now here's Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Primetime can't get it to go.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Here's Bird. Pass to Dunn. Here's Walter. Hurdle with a screen on Teague. Walter from outside. Rebounded by Winslow.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Boston Celtics. And then Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Cavaliers matchup, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
The first one falls.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
And so he hits both.
At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Pass to Pirtle. Down low. And it's Bird missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Primetime. Blocked! Here's Walter. Checked by T. To the inside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Evans. It's rebounded by Primetime. Los Angeles leading by 18. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Down outside. Walter from outside. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Another bucket. Wow.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Walter. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Bledsoe's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half.
Oh, connects again.
And this is a big moment for him, besting Larry Bird in most career points.
And his legend continues to grow. Not that we're surprised at this point of his career. We've been witness to many memorable moments already. Truly an all-time talent. Pass to Evans. Here's Walter. Checked by T. Here's Walter. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Scotty Barnes is checked in for Toronto. Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And here's Teague. Pass to Bledsoe. Outside Teague. Davis a screen. Releases. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pirtle in the post. He's covered by Bledsoe. Bledsoe with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Outside Teague. Launches it. Rebound Toronto. Outside Barnes. Shoots over Davis. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now. Here's Teague. Pass to Primetime. Shot clock at 5. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Raptors have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter.
They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And here's Bledsoe. Hardenstein passes to Davis. Shoots over Walter. Nice move. And it's laid in by Davis.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
Toronto has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Walter. Outside Barnes. Over Bledsoe. Not enough on that one as it misses. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Primetime. Three-pointer, no good. And for Toronto, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. Outside Barnes. Poke loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And he drops the first.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Zion Williamson is checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Bledsoe. Both shots good from the stripe. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pass to Chandler. Now here's Barnes. Here's Chandler. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And again, no good by Toronto. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 14-5 run. Williamson outside. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hayes with it. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Pass to Benton. Five on the clock. From 13. Here's prime time. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Toronto's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That free throw good from Barnes. The Lakers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Both free throws good from Barnes. Here's Bledsoe. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. To the left side wing. From behind the arc. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Outside Dick. Pass to Chandler. Outside Barnes. Takes a 13-footer. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Hartenstein with it. Picked up by Dick. Here's primetime. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Barnes passes to Hall. Outside Dick. Takes a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to primetime. Here's Benton. Here's primetime. And there's the drive. Misses from close range. From outside the arc. And again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Pass to Chandler. And here's Hayes. Tries a 10-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's primetime. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. A line change here for Toronto, and Los Angeles making a change here. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter here.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for primetime.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Pass to Bona. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Bledsoe. From 13 feet, down it goes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.
You are the straw that stirs the drink. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
And as the Lakers enter the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Anthony Davis.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Wembanyama's out there with Jackson. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Udoh in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Davis. Connect out there with Williamson. And it's prime time. And it's Teague in at the point. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. but I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
And always trying to find new ways to help his team, MP has zeroed in on winning his personal matchup each game.
Well, this is the thing about MP. He is unafraid to put himself on the line. Saying that you're going to beat the guy in front of you night in and night out is a bold statement, but it gave him something specific to work towards. He's taking his game now to another level, and it's been a benefit for the team.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Udo. Wembenyama, a screen. A floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Lakers. Jackson setting the pick here for Young. Ejected by T. Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Eschmeyer. Now here's Udo. Now the Lakers on the break. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Young taking his time here. San Antonio again missing. The Lakers on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Inside, here's prime time, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Lakers shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
And San Antonio has possession. Looking for the first basket of the game. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, primetime.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Now, here is Young. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Wembenyama down low. Davis is there. And here's Young from the arc. The offensive rebound. Wembenyama gets the bucket.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Here's primetime. He's got 7.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, You want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Eschmeyer. Tries again. Wembanyama, no good. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's prime time. There's the three. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Udo. Here's Young. He takes it in. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Williamson outside. Floats it up for Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Spurs trail by 12. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I briefly spoke with the Lakers head coach, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
2 points. That one goes.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Udo atop the key. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Young from the arc. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Here's prime time. 10 points for him. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's prime time. And the Rejection by Wembanyama. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Delano Banton's checked in for the Lakers. Free throw good, Udoh. And here is Williamson. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Primetime, the pass to Bledsoe. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And so it's Young who brings it up for San Antonio. 17-point game. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Pass to Primetime. Spins with the fadeaway. San Antonio with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Wembanyama with it. 6 points for him. Young with the ball. 5 on the clock. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
Spurs trail by 15. Pass to Dodgier. Wembanyama, a screen. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. Lakers leading by 15. Primetime, the pass to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Young outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points so far.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Pass to Williamson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
The defense is all over Zion, but Williamson doubles down and draws a foul while able to get the shot off as well.
That one is off. And Stan, while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
That's a terrific assessment. Now, here's Udo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Hudgens. Here's Wembanyama for three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Prime time, the pass to Williamson. Hudgens with the rebound. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Udo. There's the pick from the arc. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And it's Williamson missing.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Udo, the pass to Young. 1:29 left to play in the first. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Here's the screen. Udo. No good with the triple.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Screen by Hartenstein. Lets a floater go. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Primetime.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Young from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Primetime's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Hartenstein against Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. That shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
To Udo. The tray. The Lakers with the rebound. Primetime's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Kings was all business. He had 42 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Pass to Hartenstein. A rebound by the Spurs. Now Young. 5 points in the game. Here's Dadier. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Now connect. Right side Teague. Over Young. Rejected by Young.
And time that one just right. That'll fire up Young and his teammates.
Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Shoots from the block and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hartenstein with the screen for connect. Hodgins with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Williamson's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Wembanyama's checked in. On defense, the Lakers. Young left side. Pass to Hodgins. Just 5 to shoot. San Antonio again missing. Here's connect. Hodgins with the rebound. Hodgins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Young. Here's Eschmeyer. 5 points in the game. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama has got 11 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Primetime's shot is good. And here's Wembanyama. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was 2 very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
Teague bounce pass. Here's Primetime. He's got 22. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Back to Young. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama left side. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
The Lakers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the Lakers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. San Antonio's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Eschmeyer. He has 5. Drills it from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
T kicks to Williamson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williamson's got 12 in the game.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Here's Hudgens. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Primetime. And Dadier pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Primetime. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. Pass to Primetime. Tries the spin move. Count it. Good. Primetime's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Hudgens. Here's Eschmeyer. He's got 5. Wembanyama outside. Craps in the tray. Wembanyama's got 14 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Teague deciding where to go with it. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Hartenstein with the screen for Bledsoe. And he hits the jump shot. 10 points for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by T. The Lakers shooting in the second quarter 46%. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And so it's Young who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Dadier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
No good on the second free throw. San Antonio's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Pass to Wembanyama. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Pulls up. And again, the Lakers no good. And San Antonio shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young outside. Clock at 4. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 16 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league.
The Raptors' depth is being challenged. They're really going to miss Scotty Barnes. He does so much for them. But I'm thinking about the defensive side of the ball. A switchable wing who can guard 1 through 5. Scotty's elite.
And he just keeps getting better. Unfortunate circumstance for this team. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Spurs.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that way.
Good stuff, fellas. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And here is Teague. Nothing on the board. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Jackson is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Young, and it's Udoh in at the small forward.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Young with the ball. To the paint. Here's Udoh. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Udoh's got 10 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's primetime. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wembanyama, a screen. Eschmeyer misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And so Young will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Eschmeyer. Now Udo. 10 points for him. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Lakers. Primetime's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Udo, the pass to Young. Knocks down the three ball. Young's got 10 points.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Pass to Williamson. Over Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. The Spurs making a switch here. Hudgens is checked in. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Udo. He's got 10, just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 12.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Teague, the pass to Primetime. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Lakers have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. That free throw good from Primetime. Both free throws good from Primetime. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Young passes to Wembanyama. They get a hand on it. Connect with it. Udo picks him up. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Hudgens. Hasn't made one yet. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Here's Eschmeyer. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Young against T. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger.
Take a break.
You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
First free throw is good.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
And so Young nails them both. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them. Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And here is Williamson. He's got 20. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he makes the first.
And a good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Pass to Hudgens. It's Udo high post. A fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Teague with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Again, the miss by the Lakers. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Hudgens. Still yet to score. Wembanyama passes to Udo. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Primetime. Spins. A second chance effort. And he banks in the layup. Primetime's got 6 here in this quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Young passes to Udo. Here's Hudgens. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The three. Prime time grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Young. Wembanyama, right side. Over Davis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 21 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's prime time. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama against Davis. 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Great D that time from T.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Pass to prime time. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Eschmeyer misses.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Will it go? Great D that time from T. LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Teague for 3. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Young, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Young.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's prime time. He's guarded by Udo. Offensive rebound. Manton, the pass to Bledsoe. Hartenstein with the screen on Young. That shot wide open. Bledsoe's got 12.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
There's a screen. Here's Young. Pass to Hudgens. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Primetime, the pass to Bledsoe. To the wing right side. Tries the spin move. Scooped up. Fires from deep. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. And San Antonio shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Udoh. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And it's prime time missing. Spurs shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Baseline J on the way. Shots good from Young. He's got 15.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Here's Primetime. He has 40. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, ending the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-5 run. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Primetime. Hartenstein is out there with Winslow. And it's Bledsoe in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Bledsoe passes to Hartenstein. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Young for 3. It's good from long range. Young's got 14 points now in the second half.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Down low, here's Primetime, and he dunks it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Young outside, lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Primetime. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Young outside. Launches it. Again, Young missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Benton. Here's Primetime. Screen by Hartenstein. And it's Primetime missing. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. On its way from Young for 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Hudgens. Great D that time from Primetime. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Hartenstein. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Young outside. Here's Eschmeyer. Driving the lane. Here's Dadier. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Winslow.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Hudgens. Here's Eschmeyer. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
To the inside. And there it is for him.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Here's primetime. Bledsoe outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
To the middle. Here's Dadier.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Young finds Johnson. Here's Dadier. Pass to Young. Takes the three. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Both free throws good from primetime. Spurs shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Here's Eschmeyer. Pass to Dadier. Wembanyama, a screen. No good from outside. The Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. A floater, primetime, hits it again. Wow! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Spurs shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Pass to Dadier. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Here's Eschmeyer. Second-chance shot, and Wembanyama with the layup. Wembanyama has got 23 points.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Jackson, lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Bona. Here's Primetime. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Fires, high post. Primetime grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
For the three, Eschmeyer misses.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Here's Primetime. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. That free throw good from Primetime. Hartenstein's checked in for the Lakers. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Primetime. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Spurs. On the wing, Jackson. Up and in on the layup.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Benton, the pass to Primetime. Pass to Benton. Los Angeles with another miss. And San Antonio shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Eschmeyer misses.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Bledsoe outside. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And the Spurs with possession here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Udo. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented.
Take a break.
We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Banton. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Banton. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Primetime. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Primetime's got 55.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Young for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Banton. Hartenstein in the high post. Pass to Banton. Screen by Hartenstein. Outside for Bledsoe. Here's Banton. Hartenstein with the screen on Young. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Primetime.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Hartenstein against Wembanyama. Right wing. Here's Eschmeyer. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Primetime.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Free throw good from Primetime. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Young. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
That one.
Good job, MP. I see.